Today, the story is about Joseph. It's so good for a Sunday school teacher to learn these, because when you're teaching a child a story, you're not teaching them for right now. You're teaching them for the future, so they can refer back to the story. And if you do it with an arm action, they remember it. They just remember it. So we're going to do Joseph today. Say, I have them repeat after me, Joseph. And I may do Joseph several times so they'll know the stories about Joseph. So Joseph, his father made him a beautiful coat of many colors. And his brothers were jealous. Remember the sign language J? His brothers were jealous. And one day, his father sent him out to the field to see his brothers. And his brothers see him coming. And they say, let's kill him. Let's kill him. This is for kill. Let's kill him. And Reuben says, oh no, don't kill him. Let's throw him in a pit. And a pit that didn't have water in it. So they threw him in there. He's like 16 years old. He's just a little child. And they threw him in this pit. They took his coat off his father had given him. And when the caravan came through, they sold him for 30 pieces of silver. And he went to Egypt to work. And they sold him as a slave. And he went to Potiphar's house to work. And in Potiphar's house, his wife fell in love with him. And she accused him of all kinds of things. Well, Potiphar's wife accused him of all kinds of things, and she told her husband. So I touch my rings when I talk about wife and husband. She told her husband, and he got so angry, he threw Joseph into jail. This is jail. He threw Joseph into jail. And Joseph was in jail when the king Pharaoh sent in the baker like baking stuff and eating it, the baker and the butler, the one that served the king. And they had a dream, and this goes for dream, and they had a dream. And Joseph interpreted their dream. And when they got out, one of them got out and went back to the Pharaoh. King Pharaoh had a dream. And I don't go into a lot of detail with children because it can get bogged down and boring about the dream. But Pharaoh had a dream. And the butler remembered. He remembered Joseph in prison. And he told the Pharaoh that I know someone can interpret your dream. So he sent for Joseph, and Joseph came and interpreted the dream for King Pharaoh. And King Pharaoh was so happy. He was so happy. He made Joseph next to him. One day, when Joseph was giving out grain to people and selling it to people, his brothers came. And he sees them, and he weeps and weeps and weeps when he sees his brother. And he hugged them. I make this story really short. I don't go into details. He hugged them, and he told them, he said, what you meant for bad, God meant for good. I'm able to save all my family. And there were 75 of them then.
Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes.